Thank you for listening to Talking to Our Souls, or to put it another way, to Talking Our Souls. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and may deal with adult topics and adult themes.
Brownstown, we're with you when you fight. Brownstown, bark with the dogs tonight. Brownstown, Cleveland is right behind you.
Tish bum bum boom. Good day. Hello everybody, my name is Steve Head and welcome to Talking to Our Souls on this the 17th day of July 2023, Season 4, Episode 14. If you think you're watching the BBC, pick any of us. It could be me, it could be...
Oh, what's the fucking point? I can't be bothered. Everyone's got a bullshit opinion. I've had enough. Mr. Singh. Okay, you can see why I'm not a very good comedian. My timing's well out.
Well, one of my favourite jokes was I say, what's the difference between a good comedian and a bad comedian?
I don't know. What's the difference?
Timing. It's good, don't it? But
No,
anyway.
do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. Steve, do you know what's the difference between a good comedian and a bad comedian? That's better.
No, you're a good comedian, Av. You are. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not.
No, that's part of the humour, isn't it?
Deprecation. Although I did hire a prostitute, and when I said deprecation, she totally got the wrong idea, and I was washing my socks for weeks. But anyway, you had a good point. You made a very, very good point. As they say, opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one. But the thing is, it's weird because nobody knows anything really.
Yeah, I'm thinking, everyone's got their opinion, and they can't be wrong.
No.
Yeah. And there's no room for discussion or argument or debate. Well, there is, but as long as you don't try and prove anyone wrong or counter to their opinion. I'm thinking, I just don't want to talk to anyone then.
But you're also a miserable cunt, though. For those of you listening in hourly, I've just walked off in a huff. And not even a Connie. I do have a theory, though. I reckon because Brexit divided people, it was either this side or that side. And I think I lost a couple of friends because of Brexit. So I think you talk to people from Brexit onwards who have the same opinion of you, and I think it's gone down that line. And then Johnson came in as well. So you're only talking to people who has the same opinion of you, and you never, because you don't want to lose any more friends now, you don't have a debate.
Well, the joke's on you, Steve, because I haven't got any friends.
It's understandable, but I didn't actually realise that. I didn't realise it was that bad. I know you've got a lot of friends that you give them 50 quid every week, but I don't think they're your real friends.
I wish I could give 50 quid a week to someone.
Do you remember that at school? I used to have to give me dinner money to people so they'd be my friends. That was a childhood memory I unlocked. Live on Arseholes.
I used to eat my sandwiches in the bathroom.
I actually thought you were going to say I eat my sandwiches in the bath.
No, now I eat in the bathroom now because I'm not allowed to eat with the family because I'm such a mess.
I have eaten with a fair few ladies, and for me being very, I'm old enough to have, my memory is very good, and apart from the fact that I am distinguished and hilarious company, apart from they always say this as well.
Put it away.
That as well. You're the messiest eater I've ever met. I don't know if it's my beard. I don't know if I just catch stuff in my beard and save it for later. I don't know.
Are you eating too fast, maybe?
Someone said to me, you drink fast. And I said, yeah, I had one knocked over once. I like to talk and eat. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's your issue then, isn't it?
I tend to forget I've still got leftovers. I never talk with my mouth full, but I do talk with my mouth with still
it's all out.
hanging around. Anyway, it wasn't about me. It's about you eating sandwiches on your own. I thought you meant at school, but you mean now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know what it is with people's opinions, but we are diverse, divided. We don't really. I don't know if it is Johnson's government or Brexit or we don't talk
People
anymore. We just get everything from our debate is Twitter and Instagram and Threads. How are you getting on with Threads?
I haven't joined it.
I joined it straight away.
I'm not a big fan of Zuckerberg. I've already got 2 of his platforms. Do I want a third one?
What, have you been nicking his shoes? I'm very
wish I
funny
could.
tonight.
You remember how we talk about opinions, Steve?
What, they're like arseholes?
Like, they're not always right, are they?
But that wasn't an opinion, it was a fact. I'm well into fact. I'm loving Carol Vorderman at the moment. She's hilarious. People are really jumping on her bandwagon.
Why? What she said?
Well, there's this guy who's an MP called Mercer. He was in the army now. And he's a Conservative MP. But for some reason, Mrs. Mercer, his wife, who works for him on £45,000 a year, because apparently he got her in as an MP. You couldn't have family members, and they were going to stop it, and he got her in quick. So we pay her £45,000 a year.
I think she probably insisted she knows what he's like. I know you MPs what you're like with your hoary interns. I'm watching you. Get me a job. I remember a while ago they were arguing for it because they're saying, well, we need people we can trust, which is family members.
Anyway, that's what he did. And for some reason, one day, Mrs. Mercer picked on Carol Vorderman and sent her about 60 tweets having a go at Carol Vorderman. And then, a couple of weeks after that, she kept having a go, apparently. Johnny Mercer was on the television and he was saying that it was a choice for ex-army people to go to food banks.
Is there any need for military personnel to be using food banks?
So, look, I think none of these things are black and white.
People don't choose to use food banks, do they?
Say again?
People don't choose to use food banks. You're saying it's a choice whether they use them or not. It's not. They're using them because they're saying they have no other alternative.
Well, in my experience, Kay, that's not correct. I don't think food bank use is an accurate portrayal of where levels of poverty, relative or absolute poverty, are in this country. Being in the military still affords you a good wage and a good quality of life. And
he made a right arse of himself. So Carol Vorderman came straight in and had a go. And then it all hit the fan. All the MPs started having a go at Carol Vorderman because they're like on some sort of WhatsApp group. But she's good. She's standing up. She's standing up to it because they all are giving her a hard time. But she's good because she just uses facts. So when you use facts, I didn't know there's about 6 MPs being investigated for sexual stuff. There's one who's been I think he's been accused of rape, but he's been allowed to stand for, hey, if he's been allowed, or maybe for the next election, not for the ones that are coming up this week. But that's weird, isn't it? That there's 6 of them. I'm not saying they're all Conservative MPs.
I'm surprised it's not more.
No, well, there's 16 in total, but 6 are sex. The rest is fucking money shit. Hey, I mentioned WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Boris Johnson. You can talk about Boris today. I've bored him senseless.
You mentioned Boris. I've had it over.
He's forgotten his PIN code to get into his phone. Here's a question. Answer me straight away. If you had a phone and you lost it and you got another phone, would you use the same PIN code as the one before?
Probably. Or depends where you lost it. If you're worried about someone getting access to it, then you might want to change it. Maybe.
Right. To be fair, I'll do it. If you had a phone and you realised that there was messages on it that could incriminate you, so you put it away in a box somewhere so no one else could see it, would you then get another phone and keep the same PIN code?
I'm being a bit arse through this because I did get a new phone and I used my thumbprint.
I use my face. My face is my ticket. Wherever I go in Reddit, they go, Steve Henn, in you come. There's no need for you to pay the bill tonight. Just wash up afterwards.
I tried my face, but the phone kept thinking it had been stolen. Do we need to edit that? Do I come across a bit racist?
Hey, we could be racist about the Scots. Did you hear about the doctors being offered 6% by Rushy and no more? That's what you're getting. 6%. Take it or leave it. Did you hear that?
Wasn't there like wasn't there like something? Was it teachers? They needed a minimum offer, and they wouldn't strike, and he gave them the minimum offer.
Yeah.
So they couldn't strike. I thought, oh, there you go. There you go. Trying a crafty Indian.
You bastard. You nearly made me say he is a crafty Indian. He is a crafty bastard.
There's a reason why he's a multimillionaire, Steve.
What, because he's an Indian? That's a little bit on the nose.
Because he's crafty Indian.
But apparently he's not actually good at what he did. He was lucky at what he did. I mean, I don't know if that's true, because I think he's done a grand job. Since Liz Truss smashed the economy, we're back to where we were the day after she smashed the economy. He's doing well.
He couldn't do much worse, could he?
Well, he has, no, but that's the thing, he has. He is now worse than Liz Truss.
What you think, if Liz Truss was still in power, it would be even worse?
Well, I think, from what I hear, and I'm not an economist. I don't know anything about money, but because I can't say economist. It was always going to be as bad as this. So if Liz Truss had done it, I think it would just still be like this, but we'd have had 3 more months of it, 4 more months of it, 5 more months.
No, I think
Christ, she was November, wasn't she? And it was now in 7th, 8th, 9. It was 9 months ago that Liz Truss. So we'd have had 9 months of it, like it is now. So would be a lot more people without houses.
It would have been worse, Steve. Would have been worse. And the crazy Kotang.
And also, she was a disgrace.
That is a disgrace.
I do miss her, though. What? Do you think that's...
Wrong.
Oh.
Oh, dear. Do you know, well, if anyone's alive in 100 years' time, do you think they'd look back at this time in politics and go, what the fuck were they doing?
100 years. Well, some people think there won't be many people left on Earth in 100 years, do they?
Well, no. And if Rupert Murdoch has his way, there would be a fair few less. He doesn't like the fact that the BBC is funded by the public money. That's what... He just doesn't like it. He doesn't agree with it. That's his big modus operandus.
He's like 90 or 80. Apparently, he just got rid of his kids, so I don't know if he's going to take over.
He's got rid of his kids. He's killed them.
He doesn't get on with them.
Oh. Or do you think they don't get on with him? Do you think they're a bit more modern?
I think that TV show, Succession, is based upon him, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I got a picture of him, and it looked like a Succession poster, but he was on the centre. See, the thing is, I don't think people go to the cinema anymore.
It's the cost, isn't it? And, I think there's a few cinemas have been closing down. One went into administration. Cineworld is going into administration, but it's still open. Well, they're finding buyers. It's just too expensive.
But when you went, were there a lot of people on the phone as well? Right? Was it a pleasant experience?
Some idiot bought a newborn baby to watch it.
No.
Yeah, and you have seen how loud a cinema is. Baby screaming, and that's tried to stay in for about 15-20 minutes. And I think when she left, I was like, thank fuck for that. Who brings a baby into a cinema?
Surely you have to complain, but then why? Nobody complains anymore, do they?
I mentioned I did like a new material night the other night. A young couple bought their baby.
What, newborn?
In a pram.
In a pram?
Yeah. It was, no one liked my jokes. Not even the baby. Baby didn't even say anything. The whole audience was quiet. Even the baby didn't say nothing.
Perhaps that's what people were probably saying, if you want your child to go to sleep, don't drive around the car for an hour. Take it to the Av Sings comedy.
Yeah.
That'll put your baby to sleep. That's inappropriate, taking a baby to a social evening like that. With the risk, isn't it? Or is that me? Am I just old-fashioned now?
I don't know. Young guns these days, Steve. Young guns. I can't figure them out. You know who else can't figure them out? Hugh Evans.
Who's Hugh Evans?
Hugh Davis? What's his name?
Hugh Davis. You mean huge penis? Hugh Evans.
His name again?
Hugh Davis. Hugh Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub.
What's his name?
Hugh Evans.
That's what I said. Who was it?
It's not Evans. It's not
Hugh
Evans.
Davis.
I know who you mean. It's not Hugh Davis. Davis Evans. I know where you're going with this. Think of the royal family. Hugh Andrew. Nope. Don't search it. Don't spoil my fun.
I have to. I was going to be here all night.
Hugh William. Hugh Harry.
Hugh Edwards.
Thank you.
Okay, should I do it again then?
No, that's far too good.
Oh, great. Cock my joke up. I'll say, I don't understand young people, but you know who else doesn't understand young people? Hugh Edwards.
Hugh Evans. We could finish on this. You'll love this. You'll love this. By the time we do next week, there'll have been 3 by-elections. Do you think the Conservatives will win any of them?
Maybe one.
Do you think?
Maybe.
I don't think they will. I think
might.
I think it'll be a Lib Dem and 2 Labour. I think. Have I got that right?
It just depends on what the MP's been like for the constituency, hasn't it? I mean, so.
Yeah. There's a website, but it predicts the outcome of the next election based on so many sort of stuff that people are saying and doing. The only one I found when they mention it is Theresa May will keep her majority out of the ones I was looking at. But I think the three that are up are not going to get through.
People got short memories. I'm thinking.
Hugh Edwards.
Do you remember? Yeah. I'd like to.
I do feel that since definitely 2019, this country really has not been governed properly. I do think that. And I think that when they keep saying, well, you don't know what Labour's going to do, Labour's going to do that. Well, you know, like if you put a bunch of people who build houses in charge, they would do a better job than the current lot that we've got in. Guaranteed. And I'm not just saying that to be funny.
What's going to happen, Steve, is if Labour get in and they have to share power, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're going to win. We're going to win full majority. We don't need to share power. You look at what Labour are looking at now and Lib Dems, right? You got Sadiq Khan looking at doing per mile charging in London, right? I think that things are going to get taxed a hell of a lot more. That's my concern.
Well, no, but they will get taxed a lot more.
Yeah, Conservatives are going to say, oh, look, the Conservatives made this arsehole of the economy. Now we have to tax it even more.
It's the only way, though. I've no idea why they haven't.
Shouldn't tax the everyday person.
No, I think that they'll try their best to help, but I do think that the people that are having the worst problem with their mortgages at the moment are the ones that are going to get taxed again. What else is there to do? Somebody has to look at the long fucking term. Somebody has to.
I think all MPs are pieces of shit.
We do know that.
There's maybe a handful actually genuine, yeah. But I look at the Lib Dems and I think they're just lying fuckers. They are.
If I had a political allegiance, I'd be more Lib Dem, a Green Lib Dem. Although I was quite a socialist when Corbyn was around, I thought he was a breath of fresh air.
I think that even all Labour Conservatives, they're all pieces of shit.
You always say that. Try and say that again without calling them pieces of shit. Say something positive.
Okay, let me think then. These MPs. Oh, the fucking wankers.
So, join us again next week when we talk exclusively from our souls.
Brownstown, Cleveland is right behind you.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share this because it will help us. And don't forget to tune in next week, 8 p.m. Mondays. Ta-ra!
Bugger off, MPs.